Hi everyone, we're going to graph the secant line and our f of x here. This is doing this problem here. I've already done the other three on different videos. And we're going to find the equation of the secant line also. From -2 to 1, we're also going to have to find our y values. So let's get started. And just recall that the secant line is actually the average rate of change of this curve between our two x's here, x1 and x2. And you merely just connect them, and that is your secant line between those two x's. So our two x's are -2 and 1, and we got to find our y, so you're just going to plug it in. So f of -2 equals -2 squared plus 4 times -2 plus 3. So this will be 4 minus 8 plus 3. So that's going to equal, let's see, 7 minus 8 is -1. Now let's plug in 1 to find our other y. So it's going to be 1 squared plus 4 plus 3. So that's going to be 8. This equals 8. This was -1. Now that we have our 2 points, point 1 and point 2, we can just use our original slope formula and do that. So our slope is 8 minus a -1 divided by 1 minus a -2. So this is going to be 9 divided by 3, which is just 3. So our slope is 3. Now to write your equation of the secant line, just write y equals 3x plus b. And let's plug in one of these points. Let's plug in this one. So 8 equals 3 times 1 is just 3 plus b. So clearly 3 plus 5 is 8, so b is 5. So your equation of your secant line is y equals 3x plus 5. So if that's all you need to know, then you're pretty much done. But we're going to go ahead and graph this. We're going to graph this equation and our secant line. So here we go. And let's see, I forgot these. -2, -1, 1, 8. So let's write that down. -2, I've already forgot, -1. And then we have 1 goes to 8, I believe. Yeah, all right. My memory's not so good. All right, so let's plug those in. -2 goes to -1. 1 goes to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, right here. All right, and now my y-intercept is 3. So I'm going to go up there, 1, 2, 3. It's your y-intercept. Get your x-intercepts. I set y to 0 and factor this. It's going to be x plus 3, x plus 1. So we get x equals -3 and x equals -1. So we have here and here. So the quadratic, I can move this over here, and this one is going to be right there. So we kind of get in this area. So let me kind of sketch that a little bit. All right. All right. Now we want the average rate of change from, let's see, -2 right here and here. So we have this curve here. Let's just make it like that. Let me change that a little bit. It just makes it easier. So there's your curve right in there. And the secant line is just what connects these two right here. It's going to be kind of hard, but let's see. And I recall that it was y equals 3x plus 5. So I know my y-intercept's at 5. 3, 4, 5. That'll help me graph this secant line a little bit. So there it is. And to do the equation of the secant line, let's just extend this line out a bit. This should be a little straighter in here. Stretch it out. But in general, that's what it would be. There's your equation of your secant line. And the slope here was 3. The secant line was the average rate of change. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.